What's up, everybody? How y'all do? How y'all do? Wow. Just listen to one of a very interesting conversation. Gonna get into it in a minute. Think it's I think it's a good conversation to have. I'm having a moment right now because I was thinking about how I should have did two things in one, but I didn't. Since I'm already on, I'm gonna get into it here in a minute. I'm gonna give it a few minutes before I dive right in. Okay. For the most part, though, until I start this topic, I would like to say that I've had a very good time here in New York. I've had a great time visiting the Real Wise family. Um, I'm leaving soon. Bittersweet, because I miss home. I miss my actual home. Um, Things I got to take care of. But I'm gonna miss, gonna miss here, and just I don't know. I'm feeling a kind, a certain way today. I don't know. It's not bad. It's not good or bad. It's just like I don't know what to feel right now. I feel confused a little bit about a lot of stuff, and I can admit that. But but what I do know is that I had a great time. It was a great experience. Not a regretful experience at all. Um, I had a lot of fun last night. Paying for it now, so no. So yeah. Anywho, so carrying on here, let's get into this topic. Visual creatures. Okay, so this is something that I'm bringing up because we all know that men are visual creatures, right? They admit it. We understand that some people don't get it. Everybody's got their own thoughts and opinions, but some things are just what they are. Men are visual creatures. Don't knock them for it. Okay, let's stop knocking people. There's certain limitations to things. There's one thing when you're a visual creature. There's another thing when you're a cruel visual creature. And you start just because it's not your cup of tea doesn't mean it's not somebody else's. Just because it's not your cup of tea doesn't mean that that person don't doesn't mean you can put it down and be like, ew. Let me give you an example for me. Say for instance, like I'm not into country music, right? And say somebody else is. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you like that crap. You know what I mean? I just don't like it. I'm not calling it crap. I'm not gonna knock it. Just not for me. See what I'm saying? I use that because I thought that would explain it. Cause some people, yikes. Um, but women are visual creatures too, but to an extent. Now, I'm saying this because as being a woman and from my experience, how we work. You know what I mean? How we're designed physically and our aura that we're born, born with, because that's within any woman that is, is you have this essence to yourself and this thing, and we're designed differently. I truly think we are, and we look for connection. Now you do have people, men that aren't like each other. But as far as being a woman, we look for, I know from my experience, I look for a connection. I don't have a certain type because each man that I've dated all have different, you're not going to find this a pattern ever. This is T. Trust and believe. You know what I mean? But here's the thing though. This can get very messy. I was just listening to a conversation not that long ago, and it was discussion of like how that works for men, like being visual creatures and getting crap if they don't really like big girls and this and that. Like I said before, to each his own, right? Now when you start downing a big girl because you don't like her. If you look good or not, that's not okay. But for women, we look more for a connection than the looks. Because for me, I can appreciate a fine looking dude. Don't mean I'm gonna jump his bones. I'm gonna let me just lay this out here for you, so we don't have to have any motherfucking confusion. I will never been and never will be a girl or a woman that will lay down with a man because of his status and how good he looks. There's not one man on this planet that can get that freaking lucky with me just because of the way he looks. You know why? Because I don't operate that way. So for anybody that has those thoughts or think bullshit, well, you can shove it where the good Lord doesn't shine. I can help you put it there, and you don't know me. So shut up. And I meant that with all my heart and soul. You know what I mean? And so that's not how I get down. I will never open, spread, or do any of those things just because you look that good. Because I don't like you. I don't have a connection with you. I'm not about to lay up with you and let you breathe on me and touch on me because you look good. That makes no sense to me. And if that's how you operate, that's sad as hell. And that's most of the world. That's crazy. There's some thirsty ass females out here that do that. And I'm going to tell you what I think. I think that's trash behavior because what are you scoring by? You want self respect, you want to get respect, but you think if you lay up with a motherfucker or celebrity or whatever, that makes you great. Like, oh, I'm in there now, and now you're a whore. You know, great. Kudos. And they didn't respect you before, and they don't respect you now. So you might as well just be the whore that's not really a whore. You see what I'm saying? Instead of being the whore. You're welcome. Um, so that's how I feel about that. Um, Now as far as as far as like this whole visual thing, right? Because I'm all for not making people feel ugly. Like a big woman shouldn't feel insecure. Society does that. How do we know about our insecurities and stuff that we don't like? Like people don't like their gap in their tooth. They don't like this. They don't like that. The only reason why they don't like it is because society told them something was wrong with it. We have to stop doing that to one another. We should be respectful. Cause let me tell you, ain't nobody that great on this planet where they just shining, where you think where your pedestal or whatever you're sitting on can give you the right to call the ugly police, the sexy police, please. Because as soon as you have that attitude, you lost any kind of appeal. I don't care how good you think you look. You ain't that good. You're welcome. And I meant that from the bottom of my heart too. You're not that great. Because a person that truly respects themselves is truly going to respect somebody else. That's key. Somebody that don't respect themselves, they don't respect anybody else. I truly believe it. If you thought differently, you're welcome. You don't respect yourself. I say this because I know how important respect is for me as a person that respects herself. So therefore, it's way easy for me to respect other people. It's not a problem at all, unless you don't respect me. But I'm not even going to give you that much of my time to even need to not be respectful to you. You can be disrespectful to me. I don't have to sit here and be like, I ain't going to respect you. I'm going to respect you so well that you didn't even know I was respecting you because I'm just not going to give you any energy. You don't exist to me. That's the ultimate respect. You know what I mean? I don't even bother you. I don't even think about you. You don't need to even bother you. Some people, you want that from them. You're like, please just forget I even existed. Have you ever met somebody like that where you just wish that they just forgot you existed? I have. Like, forget my name. Shit. Please leave me be. Jeez Louise. Anywho, it is very humid. Very humid. Um, Carrying on though. Uh, yeah. So now, right, like me, I'm a thicker than a snicker type of girl, But since COVID or since my last job, active job, like since slaving away, 'cause I don't do that shit anymore. It's like no, working for the man. Um, I was always walking, and we had a big school. Walk, 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 walk. You know what I mean? So the difference between then and now is that all that walking, and anybody that worked with me knows how I was. You see, Miss Brandy, I had so many hats. Recess, teaching in the classroom, gotta go tutor, gotta this. I wasn't a moment that I could sit down really at, and that was just the break that I had, and that wasn't didn't feel like a break. I used to have to hide to take a break to enjoy my break. Um, I had a lot of hats. I did my job well when I yeah I do my shit well. But yeah, so I admit during COVID I had gained, because I have some big hooters, right? And so I knew, so I went and bought a whole new wardrobe, and my bra size went down, right? Because I was the type of girl that you gonna need a bra from Lane Bryant. You're gonna be paying almost $100 for one bra. And so when I didn't have to do that no more, I was like, yes, for free. I'll never be able to just let them hang. You like let them loose, let them hang. Like, You know what I mean? That's why I always keep. I wear bras when I sleep because I like mine's lifted. I don't find nothing attractive about hangy boobs, saggy boobs. Not saying mine's are saggy; they're not. But I don't ever want any saggy boobs. You know what I mean? I'm sorry for your saggy boobs if you have them, but we can do things about them. If you get on the internet, you can learn certain exercises to get them things. So like right now, right now I am working on like my arm area. You know, I am lucky to have a really great friend that works out often, and he's gonna be my coach, um, virtual coach, because he's in another state. But he's helped me. He's into that fitness stuff, and we're gonna hold me accountable, and it's gonna help me with that. Cause I have no problem with working out. You know what I mean? I like to every morning here. I didn't do my walk today. So humid, but I think I will try to. I will though too because I'm an outside person, inside but outside person, and I'm feeling a kind of certain type of way today. I don't really know what that is. The energy, I don't know, but I'm fighting just to get through whatever's happening. Um, so yeah, those are the things that I'm working on for my with myself, because I want to be better for me. I think I'm sexy. I know, okay, but I want to be sexier, but for me, you know what I mean? Because if I don't like it, don't matter what you think at all whatsoever. I mean, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, but I need to like it, and I appreciate all my curves. See, this is the thing though, as a woman, I'd rather have to lose some pounds than not have the right curvy places. Have you ever met somebody that was like here and then whoop, got real weird at the bottom, boyish? Like I never understood it, but okay, to each his own. But I'm happy I don't have them issues. I got the pow pow pow, and all you got to do is probably, you know what I mean, work on the little squat, pow, 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 the arm thing. We good to go. So I appreciate the genes I have, and my family's down south. You know what I'm saying? What they say about the cornbread. But anywho, so back to visual creatures. So those are the things, the attractions, all that stuff to the opposite or the same sex, whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? Still, there's a visual, no matter what gender or what what I mean, sexuality, what you like. It usually starts with right? Now, the ultimate thing, you might be looking and checking it out. I could check somebody out and not feel a connection with them. You know what I mean? So for me, the most part, it's visual, yeah. You know what I mean? But I'm not like visual, like you got to be perfect because what I like, is the next person might not like, you know? And there's so many different things. But what I do think for me, that works with um, a guy is confidence, um, maturity. If you're not mature, you don't know how to treat a woman, you talk to her any kind of way, or you harass her because she don't want to talk to you, then you're a boy to me. You're a boy, and you're a boy to a lot of people. Trust me. Ask around. um, what was I about to say? I forgot. No, okay, so yeah, maturity. how you carry yourself, how you treat others. Confidence, yes. I don't want a punk. You know what I'm saying? Don't be no punk. Like I'm gonna be defending you. I gotta. uh, You know what I mean? Someone that makes me feel safe. Um, and sexiness, confidence comes from within. You know what I mean? And so, like, a man that's comfortable with himself, within himself, doesn't feel offended or threatened by other men or gay men. You know, you have some men that are just like, don't be looking over here. Don't like calm down. If you know who you are, you know that you are who you are. Then why you get all scary and stuff because you're getting checked out by a gay man or something like that? I don't understand with men that overly exert themselves to prove that they're not gay. It makes me question sometimes. But just chill. If you know you're not, you know what I mean. You worried about what everybody else think. What do you think? So confidence is great. Okay. But that connection, if it's not there, then it's nothing. Like I said, you can be the finest. And let me tell you, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this out here. One of my as a celebrity who I think is cute, as hot, off the jump, off the rip. Of one of my favorite shows is The Walking Dead, and the character Rick Grimes. His name is Brandon. Was that you? Somebody knock? I don't know. Rick Grimes. His name is Andrew Lincoln, and I think he's hot. Hey Rick. but um, but he can't get this. He can't get it because I don't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? But see, he's you know, uh, but your attract visual is one thing. It doesn't mean that. So men that are out here that say that women will give her stuff up. There are some women. Start using the word some. Start accessing the vocabulary that was given to you and start knowing that they're for a reason. Some, few, one, two. Don't say all or just forget to because you lose your audience because I know you'll lose me. You know what I mean? And I'm giving you a piece of advice from the outside looking in. It's like when somebody says, women need to, I'm like, no, you need to shut up. Like, you don't need to tell nobody what they need to do. I can't stand when somebody start off like that. Don't blame every woman for your shit. You know what I mean? Don't blame me because I'll come all day. We can play all day. I will come outside to play. We can do this because you don't know me. So common sense tells me I can't say all men about something 'cause I don't know all men. That's just like an uneducated comment when somebody says all men. You don't know all men, dodo. So I'm saying intelligence is just not free anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's not common sense, man. Let's see who this is. Hello. 1 second, everyone. Huh? That's how you. That's what I heard. I heard it. No. What? I'll be back, guys.